driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Sensation Station Network.
Now we come to the special feature of our program.
Sensation Station Network.
Hey man, we're going into this 9 o'clock hour. It's being brought to you by the Lifeline Project of Cobb Douglas Community Services Board. Lifeline provides free HIV testing at its site in Marietta Monday through Friday. Lifeline is committed to educating the community on HIV to increase the public's awareness while decreasing the myths and stigmas that surround the virus. For more information, please call 770-499-2422 or visit them at www.cobbcsb.com. So I haven't had the chance to do this, Mason. I think I can do this one.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I had something wrote up, but go ahead.
Yeah. Coming to the mic. Let me let you do it.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, coming to the mic, man. The program director of the Lifeline Project, who is a platinum sponsor of the station.
Wow.
She's married to one of the co-hosts of this show, and it would be me.
Okay.
And she has 2 beautiful children, a great husband, and she's a member of the Morris Brown College. She's a graduate from Morris Brown College.
I think you're going a little too far, but okay. Go ahead. Keep going.
Hey, man. Welcome to the stage, man. Jennifer Glaze, how are you doing today, man?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
He said, welcome to the stage.
I know, right?
Welcome to the
all
stage.
right.
I make sure I say welcome to the mic. I'm sorry, my bad. Hey, so just explain to me about the Lifeline Project.
Okay, Lifeline Project is a 5-year SAMHSA grant that was initiated to work on the disproportionate numbers of HIV in the African American community, and we have a focus on the heterosexual community.
Wow.
It's very important that heterosexuals remember that they are just as susceptible to HIV infection as any other group. A lot of times heterosexuals feel that it's not their problem, but since it is a sexually transmitted disease, if you are having unprotected sex or if your sexual barrier is not being used effectively, then and you are having sex with somebody who is HIV positive, then you're likely to acquire the virus just as anybody else.
So the numbers that they're putting out, they always got this crazy staggering number out there. Is that number real?
Well, it depends on what number you're talking about.
You know what number I'm talking about.
Is it the one? Okay.
You seen that crazy number out there, and you be like,
is it the one in 51? Is it the one in 51? Or there was a few months ago there was a stat that came out that said 1 in 51 people. Well, okay, this is what it said.
Okay.
If rates continue as they are, 1 in 51 people in Atlanta will have HIV. What people took from it was, oh my God, 1 in 51 people got HIV.
Right. So they start walking around counting.
Right.
50.
Right.
51.
No, you got it.
No, bro.
Right.
Yeah. No.
Brother start looking like 51 people in the room.
Right.
I wonder how many people. What am I counting?
Exactly.
Man, stop.
So that's the number that most people have gotten caught wind of. But here's the thing. Here's the positive thing from it. Even though many people misinterpreted the information, it got a lot of people tested. It got a lot of people talking, and that's really what people in the field such as that's what we need, because people don't talk about it. They don't think it's their problem. 1 in 8 people who are HIV infected don't know they have the virus. So those are people who are potentially out having unprotected sex, spreading the virus. Now, when I started in this field 3.5 years ago, the stat was 1 in 5 people had it and didn't know it. So things are improving. Things are improving.
Are they?
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
You in the field, so if you say so.
Slowly but surely. But it's things like programs like and opportunities such as me coming on the radio station and being able to share this information to a wider audience helps to get this type of information out in the hands of people who need it, and to encourage people to be tested, encourage people to have conversations with their young people. Our young people are one of the fastest growing groups 13 to 20 people, 13 to 24, are one of our fastest growing groups. So, and we, with our Lifeline project, we really have a each one teach one concept. Whatever you hear, go share it with somebody else. I'm not talking to everybody I need to talk to, but if you have a young person at home, or a brother or whomever, or honestly, your grandmother and grandfather, because a lot of older people are sexually active. They don't think about using any type of protection. Viagra and Cialis, those blue pills, is increasing activity, but they're not thinking about using protection.
We're going to do one more segment before we go to Really Mace, because this is something that people don't know about. So I see some faces around here.
Right? I didn't mean to put a downer on the situation.
We'll be right back.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy Killer Mike, Killer Kill from the Ville. You're checking me out right now on the Sensation Station Network. Make sure you tune in, suckers.
I hate religion. Pretty shocking to hear coming from a pastor, huh? I'm Jasper. This is my wife, Alicia Williams. We would absolutely love to have you come and take a visit.
At the church, we're strictly about relationships. It's about deepening your walk with God. 4845 South Old Peachtree Road, Norcross, Georgia.
Or you can hit us online at www.thechurchinfo.org. Remember, at the church, it's about relationship, not religion.
I am an American soldier. I'm a warrior and a member of a team.
I serve the people of the United States and live the Army values.
I will always place mission first.
I will never accept defeat.
I will never accept defeat.
I will never quit.
I will never leave a fallen comrade.
I am disciplined.
I am disciplined.
Physically and mentally tough.
Trained and proficient in my warrior tasks and drills.
I always maintain my arms, my equipment, and myself.
I am an expert and I am a professional.
I stand ready to deploy, engage, and destroy the
enemies of the United States of America in close combat.
I am a guardian of freedom and the American way of life.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
There's strong and there's Army Strong. See what it takes at GoArmy.com.
Adopt US Kids presents Multiple Choice Parenting.
You've accidentally cut your daughter's bangs unevenly. Do you A, line things up a centimeter from her hairline?
Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man.
No. Sweatbands are so hot right now. Everyone's wearing them. Like that basketball player and that other basketball player.
B, get spiritual.
Mom, where did all the mirrors go?
A reflection could never capture our true selves.
Huh?
Beauty is within.
C, look on the bright side.
Less time blow drying, more time texting.
Or D, show empathy.
Mom, you really don't have
Ta-da! Twinsies!
I kinda love it. As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Y'all need anything else?
Sensation Station Network.
So we're back, man, and you listen to the Crush here on Sensation Station.
What a choice of music to come back from.
I don't know what Brian's trying to say up in here. That's what half of the problem with that Yeah, Lee Brian, what you trying to do right here? Hey, man, we back, man, and we're currently talking with Jennifer Glaze, program director of the Lifeline Project, who's one of our platinum sponsors here at the station. But so, Jennifer, are people listening? You said they were listening, but when you're going to these events and doing these things, what is some of the response you're getting? Have you seen people hearing and not just saying, all right, we hear you, but are they listening and taking word from what's going on around here?
It varies. It just depends on the person and if they're receptive to it. It just varies. Once we kind of get somebody's attention, then typically if they're really interested, then they may go ahead and agree to be tested. sometimes they know that they're negative. Sometimes they've never been tested before, so we get them, shaking and trembling, and they have heavy anxiety. So we try to reassure them. Sometimes they don't know, but they want to be tested, and I've had them say, I want to do this for my granddaughter, tell my granddaughter about it. So sometimes they want to kind of demystify the whole testing process and see what it's about, which is great. And we encourage them to go talk to other family members, bring your family member in for testing, just because we need to do those things to, like your intro says, to bring down the stigma that surrounds it, to bring down the prejudices that surround HIV and HIV infection. And that behavior and that belief changing can help us change these numbers around. But if people hold on to the same myths, same misconceptions about HIV, what it is, and who's at risk, then we could hit that 1 in 51, and that'd be a really rough day.
Do you think we need to take this program to middle schools, and 'cause it seems like it's kids are getting younger and younger who are talking about sexual activity? Do you think we need to go in and give them the scared straight approach? Because they clearly they're not getting that. Because I don't know where they getting some of that. Because you can bump into some conversations that some youngers have. You looking like, really? What you know about that right there? Exactly. So do you think we need to use the scared straight approach at the middle school?
I don't know if scared straight is the right thing, because we have enough fear surrounding it already. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if scared straight, but I think they need better education.
Right.
They need more opportunities to talk about it, to learn about it. Our seventh grader is now getting the sex ed stuff, but does she get that after that? If she wasn't in a household like our household, would she have any more conversations about that? I think that conversation needs to be repeated year after year, because as kids change, the questions change and the information that they need change. And I would want my daughters to get that information from somebody who's trained and knowledgeable, rather than one of their buddies who don't know any better.
And that's what I'm saying, because so I got a friend who's an educator, mm-hmm. and they're always, they come say it's unbelievable what these kids talk about home. Mm-hmm. And I'm just ain't no child said that. Because I'm you try to, I get, of course times have changed, but when we were that age, man, we would think I playing one hop. That wasn't the conversation. You gonna scoop a girl or something, but the conversation they having.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. If we go in there and be hey man, look what happened, man. You can fall out you got something that can kill you. You can carry this disease that can ultimately kill you, because they're not gonna get the proper treatment or the proper care. Mm-hmm. So that's why I was saying, dude, you think we need to go in guns blazing and be hey, look what's going on. Let me show you this chart.
These numbers ain't good.
All right.
Well, and we do have to use real life examples. And there are a lot of people. Fortunately, there are more people nowadays who are coming out saying I'm HIV positive, acknowledging themselves as being positive and living long, healthy lives. I really think that interventions such as those are helpful as well, to see somebody who, quote unquote, looks normal but living with the virus and getting information from them. I think that that's one of the most powerful interventions that we can have, but they just need more exposure to it, children and adults.
Let me ask you, Jeffrey, being over athletes.
Oh yeah.
and some of the conversations you gotta have. These are some of the conversations you have to have.
I mean, guys, having children, fathering their children and stuff like that, and the repercussions, and that conversation is much needed. Being out there, and a lot of these guys are getting caught up in the streets with different females and getting kicked out the team. I mean, we had Josh Brown last week. Ray Rice. The list keep going on. The domestic violence too. Greg Hardy. And so it's not only the sexual stuff; it's just how to treat a female.
Yeah.
Because I always just remember
Ezekiel Elliott too.
But he beat them charges. But I can remember for us when Magic Johnson made that announcement, it was really real, because it was
where you were.
Yeah. Listen, we had just got out of practice. And we were trying to go to the cab, and it was breaking news. You Wait a minute, Magic Johnson got what?
Yeah.
And it made it real because it's like you heard about it, but like to have like everybody's hero, and if he got it, everybody can get it. It made it real.
What Cookie gonna do?
I think everybody did that.
Yeah, and just to think about that, you do hear about all the athletes with these kids. You like, how many non-women you having sex with?
Right.
That you don't know nothing about.
Right.
That could. Is it a quiet thing in athletes that you don't hear about, that they are more probably HIV positive than we know?
I think there are a lot of people, this is me talking, I think there are a lot of celebrities who are HIV positive, or even if it's not HIV, who have had acquired sexually transmitted diseases, but because, again, of a lot of the stigma surrounding these illnesses, people aren't going to talk about it. They're just not going to. I mean, I think everybody has seen like the little Facebook posts and celebrities secretly with HIV. You know, okay, well, whatever. But I'm sure there are, because I just know there's a part of the population, there's a certain segment of the population who is HIV positive. If you're sexually active, you're not wearing condoms, or you're not practicing safer sex, then more likely than not, eventually you're going to bump into somebody who is HIV positive.
You got a lot of players get scared when somebody start bleeding.
Yeah.
You know, the referee, that's
but get him out the game.
Yeah,
right?
You got to go.
Change your jersey.
You got to go. Hey, man, we got to call him, Mace. I think it's a pretty...
Hey, man. Okay, caller, what you crushing on? Caller.
What up now?
What up now, Griff?
Griff in the building.
What's cracking, homies?
What's happening?
What's happening, Griff?
I'm trying to remember. Am I a first-time caller? Oh, no.
No, you're not a first-time caller, Griff.
You've called before.
I always wanted to say that to somebody. Now, listen, I don't want to mess up y'all's STI conversation with this football. It sounds like you got somebody in there that really know what they're doing, talk about some good information. But when y'all want to talk about who the best college football team is, go to Detroit, drive 39 minutes to Ann Arbor, and ask somebody about that number one defense. We are
talking about the Lions.
We are problem right now.
Griff, we know, man. We got a list coming up with our top four, and that team may show up in our top four, Griff.
They just made. I tell you this: the Jumpman logo is very sweet on y'all uniforms. Very sweet.
Oh man! Let me tell you something that was crazy. I was at the game. If you guys go to their Facebook page, you'll see that pin back eye formation. We sat there. Now, let me tell you the quick.
What happened to Griff?
Griff?
Even if
he dropped like Michigan gonna do.
Oh, don't do that. Now I gotta stand somewhere that you won't be able to get little slide comments off like that. First of all, you gotta look at who gonna drop it. Michigan State gonna take the worst L they ever have taken in Lansing next week. Ohio State already fell. Michigan State might beat Ohio State. Bottom line, we going to the Big Ten Championship. We got to beat Ohio State in Columbus. It will happen. It won't be easy, but it will happen. They shook right now. And even if they keep creeping up, their schedule not as strong as SEC and ACC teams. Nobody cares who Ohio State plays. Ohio State is playing Toledo and Youngstown. Come on, man.
Griff,
and then they only got to play Michigan State, and then didn't even thought Penn State was an easy L. Let me tell you why I knew they was going to lose. Because a long time ago, Michigan went to Happy Valley on whiteout night and lost in 4 overtime.
Yeah. How many?
I know what I'm talking about. I mean, we have Parliament College this year, and while I can do a little sidebar honorable mention, my Oakland Raiders look so much better. The only one in that room who can talk is that Cowboys fan.
How about this
Cowboys? Listen. I live in Dallas now. I'm with all of them. I understand.
Hey, Griff.
I understand the star power out here. And the funniest thing in the world, though, this is to crack you up. So y'all had a